Hi everyone, how is it going today? For this class, we're gonna talk about the unit number 11. What's the name for the unit number 11 of the module number 1? Health matters. Health matters. What does it mean, health matters? It's when you are talking about the importance of the health. And we have the unit goals over here. For example, name parts of the body, call to explain an absence, talk about health problems, make a doctor's appointment, complete a medical history form, follow instructions during a medical exam, read medicine labels, talk about the past, give advice. What can you see in this picture? We can see a patient and a doctor. Yeah? Let's continue with the next page. Vocabulary. What do you know? We're gonna look at the picture. For example, what's the number 2? The number 2 is face. Face. What's the number 1? The number 1 is head. Head. Yeah, and you're gonna go describing one by one of them according to the next page. Let's listen to the audio number 19. Pay attention to the audio number 19.
Unit 11, Health Matters, page 206. What do you know? Exercise B. Listen. 1,
Head,
2,
face,
3,
leg,
4,
ankle,
5,
shoulder,
6,
stomach,
7,
eye,
8,
nose,
9,
mouth,
10,
tooth, teeth,
11,
ear,
12,
chest,
13,
elbow,
14,
wrist,
15,
knee,
16,
neck,
17,
hand,
18,
back,
19,
arm,
20,
foot, feet,
Foot,
listen and repeat.
foot and feet.
1,
Okay, guys. According to them, we have the different parts of the body. Parts of the body. And you were describing, listening and repeating one by one. And I was showing you the different parts. Look at the picture. Student A say a part of the body. Student B point to the part of the body. For example, ankle. Ankle. Let's go repeating. Ankle. Over here. Ankle. And you're gonna go checking one by one of them, guys. And student A, look at the list of words on page 207. Say a part of the body. Student B asks for the spelling. Then write the word in the picture. For example, letter A, student A says stomach. How do you spell that? S-T-O-M-A-C-H. Thanks. Match the pictures and words, write the correct letter. For example, shake. What is shake? Is the letter B. Shake. The letter B, C, or D. Shake, for this case, guys, is the letter Letter or number 4. Letter D or number 4. What is shake? It is when you say no. Shake. What is touch? For example, I'm touching my face. Touch. Touch is the letter B. North. What is north? Is this one. North is the letter C or number 3. What's clap? You are clapping. Mr. Quintero is clapping. I'm clapping. Yeah, that is clap. Clap is the letter D goes in the number 2. Let's continue with the next part. According to this, we have one activity in groups. For example, clap your hands. Clap your hands, please. And some students are clapping according to the instructions. This game is like Simon Says. Simon says that you stand up and you stand up. Simon says that you sit down, you sit down. Simon says that you clap. Okay? Lesson number 2 is related with what? Here we have the lesson number 2, call to explain an absence. We're repeating, call to explain an absence. Listening and speaking. We have read, look at the pictures, listen and read about the children. Complete the sentences. We have the vocabulary, sore throat, stomachache, toothache, toothache, headache, headache. Let's go listening one by one from the audio number 21. These children don't feel well. What does it mean, don't feel well? For example, when you're sick, I need to go to the doctor because I don't feel well. They feel sick. Ellos se sienten enfermos. Barbara has a sore throat. Sore throat. Lee has a stomachache. Stomachache. Asa has a toothache. Toothache. And Rodolfo has a headache. Headache. Number 1. What's the number 1? Barbara's throat hurts. Barbara's throat hurts. What does it mean this? That the throat of Barbara hurts. Que le duele la garganta a Barbara. Number 2, Liz. Liz, Asa's, and Rodolfo's. We're gonna check this audio number 21. Pay attention.
Page 208. Before you listen.
These children don't feel well. They feel sick. Barbara has a sore throat. Lee has a stomachache. Assad has a toothache. And Rodolfo has a headache.
Liz has a stomachache. Liz, Asas, what does he have? He has a, check them. He has a toothache. And Rodolfo's has a headache. Has a headache. Headache. Let's continue with the next. Now we're gonna listen. Look at the picture. Mrs. Lee is calling her son Alex school. Guess what's the matter with Alexa? Listen to Mrs. Lee's conversation with the office assistants. Was your guess in exercise A correct? Listen again, answer the questions. For example, who is Miss Wong? A teacher or an office assistant? Is Alex going to school today? Yes or no? Let's check this. Audio number 22. Pay attention, guys.
Page 208. Listen. Exercise B.
Good morning, Greenville Elementary.
Hello, this is Terry Lee. I'm calling about my son, Alex.
Is that Alex Lee?
Yes, he's sick today. He has a sore throat and a headache.
I'm sorry to hear that. What class is he in?
He's in Ms. Wong's class.
Okay, what's the matter with Alex? Alex has a headache and a toothache. And listen to this. Who is Miss Wong? A teacher or an office assistant? Who is Miss Wong? Miss Wong is a teacher. The Alex teacher. Is Alex going to school today? No, right? Because he's sick. He has a sore throat. He has a headache, and it's possible that he has a toothache, but I'm adding them related with the possibilities. Listen to the whole conversation, answer the questions, circle true or false. Mrs. Lee's other children feel well. Mrs. Lee needs to call the school again later. Go check in the audio number 23.
Page 208. Listen. Exercise C.
Good morning, Greenville Elementary.
Hello, this is Terry Lee. I'm calling about my son, Alex.
Is that Alex Lee?
Yes, he's sick today. He has a sore throat and a headache.
I'm sorry to hear that. What class is he in?
He's in Ms. Wong's class.
Okay. Thank you for calling. I'll tell Ms. Wong. I hope he feels better soon.
Mom, my throat hurts.
Mom, my head hurts.
Mommy, my stomach hurts.
Uh-oh. Can I call you back?
Okay. Number one, Mrs. Lee's other children feel well? No, right? It's false because they feel bad. Los otros niños también se escucha que están enfermos. Mrs. Lee needs to call the school again later. It's true, right? Or at the moment. What do you consider? Mrs. Lee needs to call the school again later. Is true. Or at the moment. Yeah, they need to call to the school at the moment, right? Is false. We're going to consider false. ¿Por qué motivo vamos a poner esta falsa? La mamá podría llamar más tarde a la escuela, pero como los niños ya se sienten enfermos y tienen que excusarlos, ella tiene que llamarlos en el momento, at the moment. No más tarde, sino que at the moment. For that reason is false. Mrs. Lee needs to call the school again later is false. At the moment, she needs to call to the school. Okay, let's continue with the page 209. Conversation. Listen and read the conversation. Then listen and repeat. Assistants. Good morning. Greenville Elementary. Mrs. Lee. Hello, this is Terry Lee. I'm calling about my son Alex. Assistants. Is that Alex Lee? Mrs. Lee, yes. He's sick today. He has a sore throat and a headache. Assistants, I'm sorry to hear that. What class is he in? Mrs. Lee, he is in Miss Wong's class. Practice the conversation, then make a new conversations, or new conversations is plural. Use the information in the boxes. Change he to she when necessary. For example, good morning, Greenville Elementary. Hello, this is Terry Lee. I'm calling about my what? My, my son or my grandson, Alex. Is that Alex Lee? Yes, he's sick today. He has a sore throat and fever. I'm sorry to hear that. What class is he in? He is in Miss Wong's class. Or you can say, I'm calling about my sister Maria, my daughter Juana. And what does she have? She has a fever, she has a stomachache, she has a back hurt or a backache, etc. Role play, student A, you're sick, call work or school. Hi, this is Mr. Quintero. I can't come to work today. I have a headache and I have the flu. I have a cough. That is a cough. I'm sorry to hear that. Now let's talk about the lesson number 3. Talk about health problems. Grammar. Review simple present. Information, questions, and answers. How do you feel? My throat hurts. How does Alex feel? He doesn't feel well. Do you have a fever? Yes, I do. This is yes, no questions and answers. Does he have fever? Or does he have a fever? Because we are using the auxiliary? No, he doesn't. Practice. Maria and her mother are in Dr. Phillips' office. Complete their conversation. Use the correct form of the verb in parentheses. Give short answers. For example, Mom, Dr. Philip, I'm worried about Maria. I think she has the flu. What is the reason for which we are using the verb has? It's because we are talking about he has, she has, it has. Cuando estamos hablando de tercera persona, third person, we're going to use has. Doctor, how do you feel, Maria? How do you feel? How do you feel, Maria? Terrible. I have a cough and a stuffy nose. What is stuffy nose? It's when you are throwing away the liquid from your nose. Doctor, what about your throat? Does it hurt? Does it hurt? Is the same. Maria, yes, it does. But just a little. Do I have a fever? Let's see. No, you don't. No, you don't. The next one. Mom, does she have the flu, Dr. Philip? No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't have the flu. It's just a bad cold. That's good. I feel a lot better now. Okay, your friends, student A, you're sick, student B, ask questions, find out your friend's symptoms. Use your imagination. For example, I feel terrible. What's wrong or what's the problem? That is the same. My back hurts or my head hurts. My throat hurts. Do you have a fever? That is one example. Do you have a fever? Do you have a cold? Let's continue with the next page. See the doctor. We have the audio. Victor Petrov is calling City Clinic to make an appointment. Remember, an appointment is when you are checking the time to be attended by the doctor. Listen and read the conversation with the office assistants. Then listen and repeat. City Clinic, can I help you? This is Victor Petrov. I'd like to make an appointment for a checkup. Sure. For what day? Can I come in tomorrow? No, I'm sorry. There are no openings this week. How about the next Thursday afternoon at 2 o'clock? Okay, next Thursday at 2 is good. Okay, that's Thursday, March 3rd at 2 p.m. See you then. Practice, listen to the conversation again, circle the letter of the correct appointment card. For example, Victor Petrov, March 2nd, 2009, 3 p.m. What is the day? This is the day over here. The next one, City Clinic, Victor Petrov, March 3, 2009, and you're gonna go check in A or B. What is the correct one? We're gonna listen to this audio number 26. Pay attention.
Page 211. Practice. Exercise A.
City Clinic, can I help you?
This is Victor Petrov. I'd like to make an appointment for a checkup.
Sure. For what day?
Can I come in tomorrow?
No, I'm sorry. There are no openings this week. How about next Thursday afternoon at 2 o'clock?
Okay. Next Thursday at 2 is good.
Okay, that's Thursday, March 3rd at 2 p.m. See you then.
So the correct one is letter B because this is at 2 p.m. on Thursday. March 3rd. March 3rd. Okay, practice the conversation. Use your own name. For example, Raul Quintero. I'm gonna make, or I'd like to make an appointment for Friday, or for Saturday, or for Monday. It depends. At what time? At 4 p.m. Let's continue with the next lesson. And now let's talk about the next page for this lesson number 4, and then let's pass to the lesson number 5. Okay, first, Victor is a city clinic for a checkup. Look at the pictures, write an instruction under each picture. Use the instructions in the box. For example, step on the scale is the number 1. Step on the scale. Number 2 is, what's the number 2? Is roll up your sleeves. Roll up your sleeves. Number 3. Sit on the table. Sit on the table. Number 4. Open your mouth and say ah. Yeah, and you have to take out your tongue. Number 5. Look straight ahead. Look straight ahead to the light. The next one is, what's the next one is, for example, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Okay, the number 7 is lie down. Lie down. And the last one, lie down, is this one. And the number 8, we have, for example, What's the number 8 is the missing one. Is, for example, make a fest. Make a fest. Make a fest. Empuña tu brazo. Make a fest. Is over here. Make a fest. Read medicine labels. Match the words in the pictures. Write the correct words from the box under each picture. For example, number 1, the pill is orally. Number 1, orally. Number 2, what do we have over here? Alcoholic, beverage, out of reach, tablets. The number 2 is tablets, tablets. Number 3, alcoholic beverage, alcoholic beverage. And the number 4, out of reach from children. Listen and check your answers. Listen and complete the medicine labels according to the audio. This is the units number 11, lesson number 4. And then we have the next part about this activity. Listen to the audio number 28.
Page 213. Practice. Exercise A.
Pain away. Pain reliever, fever reducer. Directions. Take 2 tablets orally every 6 hours.
Hours, orally.
Warnings.
Okay, take 2 tablets orally every 6 hours. H-O-U-R-S, hours.
Do not take more than 8 tablets per day. Do not drink.
Okay, listen. Do not take more than 8 tablets per day. The next one.
Take with food or milk.
Take with food or milk. Leche. The next one.
Do not drink alcoholic beverages.
Do not drink, D-R-I-N-K. Drink alcoholic beverage. In this case, we have this one in plural. The next one is do not give to children under, listen to the number.
Do not give to children under 12.
Under 12. Under 12. 5, 10, plus 2, 12. Keep out of reach of children.
Keep out of reach of children.
Okay, look at the medicine label, answer the questions. What is the medicine for? Pain or fever? Pain or fever. How much of the medicine do you take at one time? How much? And you're gonna go completing according to this information located over here. How often do you take this medicine? ¿Cada cuánto? How much of this medicine can you take in one day? What do you take this medicine with? With, for example, food and milk. Food and milk. Where should you keep this medicine? Keep out of reach of children. Yeah? Lesson number 5, talk about the past, listening and speaking. Before you listen, look at the calendar, read the information. January, and this is today. January 4, yesterday. January 4, a night, last night. January 3rd, the day before yesterday. Si yo supongo que hoy es 8 de febrero. February 8th. Ayer era February 7th. Y antes de ayer era February 6th. Entonces, ¿cómo diríamos eso? Yesterday was February 7th. Today is February 8th. Hoy es 8 de febrero. Ayer fue 7 de febrero, February 7th. And the day before yesterday, el día antes de ayer, it was February 6th. Look at the calendar for this case, and read the information. Class, answer the questions. Where were you yesterday? Where were you last night? Where were you the day before yesterday? For example, where were you yesterday? Yesterday, I was at a high school, for example. Where were you last night? Last night, I was at home. Where were you the day before yesterday? Before yesterday, or I was at school before or the day before yesterday. Antier. Listen, look at the picture. Juan is talking to Luisa. Luisa wasn't work yesterday. What do you think? Why wasn't she at work? Okay, let's check them. Recuerden que cuando estamos hablando de I, he, she, it, utilizamos lo que es el was. Was. Repeating, was. Was. Cuando estamos hablando de you, we, they, utilizamos lo que es el were. Were. You were, they were, we were. Nosotros estábamos. Él estaba, he was, ella estaba, she was. Esto estaba, it was. O yo estaba, I was. I was. Y la forma negativa de I was es wasn't. Wasn't. Listen to the conversation. Was your guess in exercise A correct? Listen again, complete the sentences. Luisa's daughter was home with. Let's check the audio number 29.
Page 214. Listen. Exercise B.
You weren't here yesterday.
I know. My daughter was homesick. She had a bad cold.
Oh, too bad. How is she now?
A lot better, thanks. She's back at school.
Okay, what's happening with the pictures? What is the correct one? So Luisa's daughter was home with a bad cold. A bad cold. Letter A. Her daughter is now at school. Her daughter is now at school. Ahora está en la escuela. Ayer estuvo enferma. Con resfriado. Listen to the whole conversation. Who is sick now? Now is Luisa sick. Luisa is sick now. Ahora es ella, la mamá, la que está enferma. Luisa is sick. The next for you is about the conversation. Remember pronunciation, watch. Was and were are often on stress. Wasn't and weren't are stress. Por ejemplo, yo digo, yo estaba, I was, él estaba, he was, she was, it was. Usted estaba, nosotros estábamos, ellos estaban, they were, you were, we were. Y si yo lo digo negativo, wasn't, en vez de was, wasn't, en vez de were, weren't, weren't. ¿Y qué significa? Que cuando estamos hablando negativo suena más fuerte. Stress, stress. This is stronger or longer. Listen, then listen and repeat. She was sick. She was sick. She wasn't in school. It was the flu. It wasn't a cold. They were absent. They weren't late. Listen the audio number 32. We're gonna go checking the sentences. For example, what's the number 1? What's the number 2? What's the number 3? A or B? Or what's the number 4? Where or weren't? Let's go checking.
Page 214. Listen. Exercise C.
You weren't here yesterday.
I know. My daughter was homesick. She had a bad cold.
Oh, too bad. How is she now?
A lot better, thanks.
Okay,
She's
let's
back
check.
at school.
Let's check
Great.
the audio number 32, guys.
Page 215. Conversation. Exercise B. 1,
Marie wasn't here yesterday morning.
Wasn't.
2,
The students were in class.
Weren't. Weren't.
3,
The teacher was absent.
The teacher was
4.
absent. Was.
We weren't at work.
What's the next one? Weren't. Weren't. Yeah? Weren't. Listen and read the conversation, then listen and repeat. You weren't here yesterday. I know, my daughter was homesick. She had a bad cold. Oh, too bad. How is she now? A lot better. Thanks. She's back at school. She's back at school. Practice. Practice the conversation, then make a new conversation. Use the words in the boxes. For example, change she to he when necessary. You weren't here on Wednesday. I know my son or my granddaughter was homesick. She had a bad earache. Oh, too bad. How is she now? A lot better. Thanks. She's back at school, or she's back at school. Or you can change using son, using grandson, using headache, using stomachache, using last night, and the day before yesterday. Lesson number 6, talk about the past. Grammar. Past of be statements. For example, we have the affirmative, I, he, she, and Luisa's daughter. We're gonna use the verb to be in past, was. I was, he was, she was, Luisa's daughter was. When we are using were, it's for the subject pronouns. We, you, they. We were, you and I were at school yesterday. You and I were at the church the last Sunday. You were, and they were, 2 or more people. In negative, we're gonna use I wasn't, he wasn't, she wasn't, Luisa wasn't. Luisa is a noun, she is a pronoun, a subject pronoun. We, you, and they is gonna be used with weren't. We weren't sick last week. You weren't sick last week. They weren't sick last week. So we have the grammar watch, contractions. Wasn't is equal to was not. Weren't is equal to were not. For example, some of Miss Reed's students have the flu. The flu. Complete the misread sentences. Underline the correct words. For example, Pierre and Miriam are or were. Are or were. Today. When we're talking about today, is Pierre and Miriam are here today. Están aquí hoy, ellos dos. But they were absent yesterday. They were absent yesterday because we are talking about this is an action in past, an action that happened yesterday. They weren't here yesterday. Then is okay now, right now, ahorita. But she was sick last night. She was. Last night is in the past. The next one for you is Ilya and May, you are or were in school yesterday. Ellos dos estaban en la escuela ayer. But they aren't here now. Ellos no están ahora. Camaria is or was. Camaria was at the doctor's office yesterday. Now she is at home in bed. She is because now is in present simple. Asefa isn't here now. But she, in this case is he, but he was here yesterday. Was is in the past. I was okay last week, but now I am sick. Yo estaba bien la última semana, pero ahora yo estoy enfermo. Complete the paragraph about Sonia and her sister. Use was or were. For example, Sonia was homesick the day before yesterday. Her sister was sick too. Was. They were, it's the same, they were both in bed all day. Sonia's parents, is plural, were, because we're talking about they, were worried. Yesterday, Sonia was a lot better. Her sister, listen to me, her sister was better too. Sonia's parents, were or was, is were because we are using they. Sonia's parents were very happy. Look at yesterday's attendance sheet. Complete the sentences with was, were, wasn't, or weren't. For example, number 1, Carlos wasn't in class yesterday. Look at this, Carlos wasn't in class yesterday because he is absent. Luisa and Min John, there. Luisa and Min John were, look at this, were there, but Min John was late. Luisa y Min John estaban tarde, por eso es were, porque es como estamos hablando de ellos. Pero specifically Min John was late. Min John estaba en clase, no estuvo ausente, pero llegó tarde. Eun John and Sonia. Look at this. Eun John and Sonia. What's happening? Weren't there because ellos no asistieron. Weren't there. They were both homesick. Dora Dora was there, but Emilio wasn't. Look at the pictures, write 2 sentences about each picture. For example, the teacher was sick last week. The students, los estudiantes también estuvieron enfermos. The students were sick last week. La siguiente. The teacher was okay yesterday. The students were okay yesterday. La maestra estaba bien ayer, los estudiantes también. Create the sentences related with them. Lesson number 7. Read about walking for your health. Reading. Do you walk every day? Do you walk a lot? Do you think walking is good for you? What do you consider? For example, I walk every day approximately 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Do you walk every day? Yes, I do. Does she work every day? Yes, she does. Or no, she doesn't. Do you walk a lot? A little bit. No, I don't. Do you think walking is good for you? Yes, I do. It's better for your health. When you walk a lot, what's happening? You lose weight or you get sick? Let's check them. Look at the pictures. Which words complete the sentence? Circle the correct answers. When you walk a lot, what's happening? When you walk a lot, what will happen? Cuando usted camina bastante, ¿qué sucede? Ajá. You lose weight. You lose weight. What else? You prevent health problems. You're in excellent health. No problems. You prevent health problems. Yeah, and the others are related with the same. When you walk a lot, you lose weight. You get sick? No, right? You have money or you have more energy. This is not money. This is more energy. Yes. You prevent health problems. Yes. Your heart gets strong. Of course. Your bones get strong. Of course. That's okay. The next for you is about walk your way to good health. Walk your way to good health. Listen to the audio number 34. Listen to this.
Page 219. Read.
Walk your way to good health. It's free. It's easy. It's good for you. And guess what? You already do it every day. What is it? Walking. When you walk every day, you lose weight. Your bones get strong. Your heart gets strong. You prevent health problems like heart disease. You have a lot of energy. For good health, you should walk 10,000 steps a day, about 5 miles. Most people walk 4,000 steps a day. These 4,000 steps are part of your daily routine. You walk from the kitchen to the bedroom. You walk to your car or to the bus stop. You walk from the entrance of the school to your classroom. So you only need 6,000 more steps a day. You can add those steps to your daily routine. Don't take the elevator. Take the stairs. Walk when you talk on the phone. Get off the bus one stop early and walk the rest of the way. Don't park near the place you're going. It's easy. So what are you waiting for? Start walking.
Start walking. Check your understanding. Read the article again. What is the main idea? Most people walk 4,000 steps a day. Walking is good for your health. A or B? What do you consider? Excellent. This is the letter B. Walking is good for your health. Read the sentences, circle true or false. People should walk 10,000 steps a day. True or false? It's true. Most people walk 6,000 steps in one day. Is false. Is false because they walk approximately 4,000 steps a day. To walk more, you need to go to the gym. It's not necessary, right? You don't need to go to the gym. You can go to the mountain. You can go to whatever place in your town. For that reason, this is false. Lesson number 8. What about with this lesson, guys? Lesson 8, give advice. What does it mean, give advice? For example, when you are giving one recommendation to your children, to your brother, sister, mother, father, that is give advice. Give advice. Listening and speaking. Talk about this information. What do you do for a toothache, a backache, or the flu? What do you do? For example, in my case, I take an aspirin. What about you? Listen, read the chart. Are your answers from before you listen in the chart? What does the doctor say? For example, what's the problem? The advice the doctor says do or don't. When we have a toothache, we put heat on it, eat a piece of onion, drink lime juice. What do you consider for this case? Number 2, a backache, use an ice pack, take a hot shower, use a heating pad. For the flu, stay in bed, drink a lot, take antibiotics. What do you consider? For example, in a toothache, I'm gonna put it, you're gonna apply the heat on it. Is correct or incorrect? What do you consider? Or you're gonna drink lime juice. So if you approve this, you're gonna use do or don't in negative. Don't put heat on it is don't. Or do put it on it, you're gonna put a check mark. It's piece of onion. Do or don't. Drink juice or drink lime juice. Do or don't. Use an ice pack. Do or don't. You're gonna go considering one by one of them according to the different 6. Here we have the audio number 35. Listen to the radio show. Number the problems in the chart on page 220 in the order that you hear them. Listen again. What does the doctor say? Check with a check mark. Do or don't for each problem on the chart on page 220. Conversation. Look at the pictures. Clara has a sore throat. What does her friend Peter suggest? Do you think it is a good suggestion? Listen and read the conversation, the listener repeats. For example, I have a sore throat. I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe you should drink tea or money. That's good, or that's a good idea. But call the doctor if you don't feel better soon. You really shouldn't wait too long. You're gonna go repeating the vocabulary and the different sentences from this paragraph about this audio. Now let's advance with the lesson number 9. Give advice. Give advice. Grammar watch. Use the base form of the verb after should or shouldn't. For example, if I tell you, you should go to the doctor. Why? Because you are sick. I need to go to the doctor. And you tell me, Mr. Quintero, you should go to the doctor because you feel sick. The should is used to give an advice. Remember this. Advice significa dar un consejo. Entonces utilizamos usted debería de ir al doctor. You should go to the doctor. Si usted está enfermo, usted no debería ir a trabajar. You shouldn't go to work. Okay, remember at the beginning we have the subject pronoun, then we have the should to give an advice. This should is a modal verb. Drink, the main verb or the base form of the verb is drink. And then we have the complement. ¿Cómo sería? You should go to the doctor. ¿Y usted no debería ir a trabajar? You shouldn't go to work. Complete the sentences about some people's problems. Underline the correct word. Choose affirmative for one sentence and negative for other. For example, Agnes has a bad back. She should or shouldn't. She shouldn't lift heavy things. She should or shouldn't ask a nurse about back exercises. She should. Ella debería. She should ask a nurse about back exercises. Ella debería consultarle a una enfermera acerca de ejercicios de espalda. Si ella padece dolores de espalda, esa es la recomendación o el consejo. Ben has a stomach ache. He should or shouldn't, for this case, drink a lot of tea. Ben has a stomach ache. He shouldn't drink a lot of tea. Shouldn't. He should or shouldn't eat fries. He shouldn't eat fries. He shouldn't eat fries. Él no debería de comer frituras. The next one. But it depends on the kind of tea. If, for example, we have manzanilla tea, he should. But if you're talking about the tea that contains a lot of soda, a lot of sugar, he shouldn't. Number 3. Hasan has a sore throat and a cough. He should or shouldn't. He shouldn't talk too much. Él no debería hablar mucho si tiene dolor de garganta. He should or shouldn't take medicine. He should. He should take medicine. Lance's ankle hurts. Let's go repeating. Lance's ankle hurts. She should or shouldn't. She, listen to me. She shouldn't walk. She should put eyes on it. She should put eyes on it. She should put eyes on it. That is in a continuously way. So this is related with give advice. And this is all about this lesson. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your attention. And practically, this is all for this class.